Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Home Staging Talk Show Live. I'm Jenny Norris, your host. Seems to be a delay in time. It's kind of weird. It's like a lag. So as you coming on, let me know that you. And I'm happy to be here with you. So we've got a great show for you today. I am Jenny Norris. I am the chairwoman of the International Association of Home Staging Professionals, and that's who the show is brought to you by. You see behind me here. Okay, so let's see here, clear this out. All right, so can you guys let me know if my sound is okay, because I don't think my mouth is matching up with my motion. So it's kind of weird. So those of you that are on, see all the reactions. Okay, good. So comment, let me know that I'm coming across okay. All right, so got a great show for you today. I have two guests that we'll be interviewing. One is Sonia Radovinovich, and she is our IHOSP European chapter or association, I should say, president of IHOSP Europe. And then we also have Amber Griffiths, who is a marketing and branding expert. And so both of these ladies will be sharing at our conference coming up. So, of course, want to talk about Nashville. So we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be in the fall, so it's not going to be blazing hot. And we're not going to be sweating in the heat. We'll be stomping our feet, right, with our boots on and having a great time. So October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So if you're not registered yet for the conference, get your ticket, because we do anticipate that it's going to sell out. And we've sold it the last 2 years. And it's going to be tons of education. So we have here is our speaker lineup. We have 34 different speakers sharing. And so you'll have plenty of education. So we have education sessions, people sharing from the main stage. We've got breakout sessions. We've got things that are geared towards the beginner, intermediate, and advanced stagers, depending on how long you've been in business. We've got motivational topics. We've got informational. We have business structure. We have things on pricing, everything for running your business, logistics, to also just managing life while you're building a business. So make sure to check that out. So go to IHOSP Con Expo, ihospconexpo.com. That's our website. And right now we have the general pricing, and that ticket price will be going up. So make sure that you don't wait to get your seat reserved. And so, of course, we have here, you can see pictured, our 3 celebrity keynote speakers and our inspirational keynote speaker. So we have Felicia and Carson Kressley, who'll be sharing on Saturday afternoon, and Candace Olson, who had the pleasure of interviewing last week, she'll be sharing on Friday. And then, of course, Barb Schwartz, her inspirational keynote, and she's slated to speak on Friday evening during our awards dinner on the General Jackson Showboat, which is going to be really fun. And it goes like 2 miles an hour on the Cumberland River, so it's not like this big choppy, big wave. So those of you that get motion sickness, do not be alarmed or concerned. It's very stable, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and just a great venue to host our awards dinner in Nashville. So make sure you sign on to join us for that. And let's see here. Those of you that are watching, if you could make sure that my voice is coming through okay, that would be helpful to me. We're doing the advanced stager training, which is October 6th and 7th. So that's 2 days following the conference. These are for stagers that have businesses that are 6+ figures. So if that's you, join us for this intense workshop. And it's very, it'll be more conversational with your colleagues, and also learning from people who are where you want to be. And it's being facilitated by 6 different industry leaders. And I'll throw this picture up here. So 6 different industry leaders. We have Marianne Cherico. And Marianne, your head's not cut off because I used the flyer with the trio here so we can see your face, which is nice. So Marianne Cherico is on the upper left. Joanne Leonard-Wary is in the middle. Catherine Lewis Brown, they're on the right. Down on the far left, Melissa Morrow, myself in the middle, and then Jana Usselton. So industry leaders, educators, communicators, and so forth will be facilitating the workshop and also sharing some vital information with all of our attendees. And on top of that, we are going to have 3 different speakers that will be there sharing, and they're not like lecturing, they'll be interactive. So you can see in the middle on the left, Renee Helton, who is a realtor here in the Denver area, and she is a MAPS coach. She's done speaking engagements, all over the place internationally, and just an all-around great person. So she is really savvy on sales, productivity, and goal setting and accountability and so forth. So she'll be sharing. And then we have Jonathan Miller in the middle. And a lot of you know who he is. He's a fellow colleague stager out of Richmond, Virginia, but also very savvy on marketing. And then on the right-hand side, we have Brandy Sales, and he is a business technology. He does video production using cell phone. He'll be teaching us some of that, plus other apps that we can use for our business to be more tech savvy and maximize exposure while minimizing our time investment to make those things happen. So very, very excited about that. And again, that's in the advanced stager training, which is October 6th and 7th in Nashville. Now, you don't have to come to the conference in order to attend. Of course, we strongly recommend that you do. And so it is a separate ticketed event. When you do combine it with the conference, you do save money on your advanced stager training sessions. So it includes your lunches and a dinner. So we're going to feed you, plus some coffee and so forth in the morning. So make sure to register for that. And last year, we just didn't have enough time with all the conversations and in-depth learning that was going on. And so having 2 days will give us a little bit of breathing room and allow for more of that camaraderie and the bonding and being able to learn from people that are in the room with you that are your colleagues, but also maybe somebody that you aspire to have a business like. So maybe they've been in longer and they've got this larger business. So being able to ask, like, what do you do and how did you get there? And so it's going to be really, really a great time. All right. So on top of that, now we have also, I want to plug here, our wholesale market tour. So we have 2 wholesale market tours coming up. One is in Atlanta. So those of you that are planning to go to Atlanta market and you want to know how to navigate market and also set up accounts. And we have key vendors there that have provided IHOS with special pricing and arrangements that are not available to the general public. So for example, in High Point, there is Diamond Sofa, and they're one of our sponsors, and we get stocking dealer prices and no minimum initial order, which is really unheard of. So that's pretty typical for a lot of our arrangements that we set up. And that's because we have a lot of numbers of people. We have thousands of members worldwide. So there's power in numbers. So take advantage of that and sign up for the market tour in Atlanta, which is July 10th, and then in Las Vegas, July 28th. So we'll be taking people on tour. And hello, everybody. Hi, Paula. Hi, Margie. And so we'll be taking people on tour through the market, and you'll learn how to navigate, how to read tags. You'll come away with terms and tips, a packet that we're going to leave with you. Plus, we're going to get you in front of all of our preferred vendors who have the special arrangement with our association members. So that's going to be very valuable. So make sure to register for that. So go to shopwholesalemarket.com. That's the domain, shopwholesalemarket.com, and you can register for that. Okay. Then I want to give a plug for this exciting occurrence. So June 10th, for those of you over in Europe, we're doing a live home staging business course training. And Sonia, who is going to be coming on shortly, she will be one of the trainers. So we're really excited about that. She and Verena Mumford are the ones who will be teaching the course. As an ASP, accredited staging professional, home staging business course. So if you are in that area and you are interested in learning about having a staging business, attend this course. It does include lunches both days, and it is, again, in London, June 10th and 11th. So get registered for that, and you can go to stagedhomes.com, stagedhomes.com to register for that. So it's being taught by Staged Homes trainers, hosted by HSA UK, which is the Home Staging Association for the UK, and sponsored by IHOSP Europe. So they're the sponsor, HSA is the host, and our trainers for Staged Homes are the ones teaching. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be great. And Verena and Sonia are both really pumped to be coming and sharing, and they're going to do a great job. So if you live in that area and you want to learn from the company that started it all, come to the class and get registered soon because the space is limited. And then tonight, for those of you in Canada, the great country to north of the US, we are having our Canada call at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern. So that is, just double checking here. Make sure I put that down right in mind. Yeah, so 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central. And then there's a couple of other time zones that go out further that are at 8 and 9 p.m. So make sure that you come on the right time. So if you're interested in attending that, you can send me an email or email Catherine Lewis Brown, who is our IHOSP Canada president. And so she put together a Zoom virtual meeting. So we're doing it through a virtual meeting and through Zoom, and hopefully we'll be able to see and hear everybody. And so I'll be sharing, and Catherine will be sharing, and then Barb Schwartz will be speaking about sort of the history of about the industry, and then taking Q&A. So that'll be a great session. If you have any particular questions you want us to answer as well about IHOSP and why you want to join the association, please make sure to let us know, because I'm happy to answer any questions you have. So we're looking forward to that. That again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, I think that might be it for my messages, but here we have our two guests that we are going to be bringing on. There's Sonia, and this is Amber. So Amber Griffiths will be coming on, and Sonia will be joining. So very excited for that. So I don't see Sonia. You're not in the waiting room, so I don't know what's going on. Let me see if you messaged me, but you should be in the waiting room right now for the show. So let's see if she messaged. Show is on. Show is started. Okay. Come on. No. Okay. Oh, she's coming on. Good. I see you. Okay, good. So I can't hear you guys. I think you guys can see me, but nobody else can see you. Just me. All right. So quick. So you go both here, which is awesome. So Sonia, I'm going to bring you on first because I know it's later there, and I told Amber that we want to get you off so you can enjoy your evening. So it'll count down for you. We're going to bring Sonia into the broadcast. I'm going to hide this. There you go. Hey, Sonia.
Hi, Jenny.
So I can't hear you. You're sounding. Say something. Do you have a microphone or something?
Yeah, I'm perfectly, plugged in with everything.
Can you guys hear? So Keely and Betty, you guys hear? Say something, Sonia. Can you hear Sonia? Say something.
Say something. I'm giving up on you. Can they?
Anyone? Hello. We'll give them a second to respond.
I'm so sorry. I thought I got this right.
So there might be like a what are you using? Are you using a computer?
Yes, I am, and I'm using Chrome. Is it?
Are you using a laptop, Sonia?
Yeah, laptop with Chrome.
They said they can hear you.
Oh, they can?
Please don't tell me it's on my end again. This is annoying.
So if they can,
it could be on my end. Just a second. We may have turned my speakers down. Give me a second. That's Wi-Fi. Here's my speakers here. Okay. Nope, they're up. Very strange. Oh, there you are. The volume was turned down. Speaker. I think somebody turned it down because when things come on, it irritates people. So now. Okay, good. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Excellent.
Great. Okay, so tell everybody who you are.
So hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. My name is Sanja Radovanovic, and I'm the Accredited Staging Professional Masters, and I'm also the president of IHOSP Europe.
Awesome. And I love how you say it. I'm going to start practicing it with Radovanovic. I'm going to start putting some flair in it.
Oh, God.
So,
well, I heard what you said about ASP course starting for the first time being taught in Europe. Not only people from the area are signing up, but as well actually we have somebody who signed up from Brazil. We have an IHOSP member from Spain who's going to join us in London. So people also from other countries and actually
can you guys hear her okay? Because on my end she's verbal. I just want to make sure you can hear her. Can you guys, so if it's okay, it's on my end if it's weird, but if, as long as she's clear. So she was saying people are coming from Spain, Brazil, where else? England.
We also have, yeah, of course, people from England and from Switzerland as well.
Awesome.
So it's
So,
more area.
Yeah, so you don't have to be in England. You can come from anywhere.
Anywhere.
It's going to be a great class.
And Varian and I are so
tell people where you live.
Okay, everybody. So, I live in Rome, Italy, and I've moved from United States, from Chicago, back in 2016. So it's been 3 years that I'm living and working now in Rome. For those who haven't been, you guys have to come over and visit the Eternal City.
Yes, we had a great time there last year at the conference.
Yeah.
So I met Sonia. She took the master's class in Atlanta, and then we got to know each other. And then you were moving over to Rome, and then we started working on IHOSP Europe as an official chapter, and then it finally formed as an actual association over there as a sister association. So talk about the evolution, your journey with that.
Oh, that was a crazy journey. It was a beautiful, amazing, and it's getting even better and better every single day. So we started, the two of us only, being in Europe, Varian and myself. And as we started with 2 members, as I said, today we have more than 140 members coming from 14 different countries in Europe. I invite everybody to learn and discover more about IHOSP's International, sister association, IHOSP Europe, on our website. And you could learn who our affiliate associations are at the moment. We have several different approved schools and academies for their home staging courses. We do have many great partners for our vendors program. And a couple of months ago, we have signed a very important partnership agreement with CEPI, which is the European Association of Real Estate Professionals. We had our first conference in April in 2018. Looking forward to having and hosting the second one next year, 2020, in Zurich. That would be in May. So the tickets will start selling soon. But I'm inviting everybody from the old continent to make sure to register for the 2018 conference in Nashville.
2019.
Did I say
I know, it's like time just goes like that. Yeah, and we do have a special price for European attendees to come over to get you across the pond. We're giving you a special promotion, so you can use EU19 as the code, EU19. That'll save you some money off your ticket. And the conference in Rome was wonderful, and we had it was the first time really that all of the different association leaders from around Europe had really met each other and gotten together under one umbrella. So there's stagers that are in many different countries, associations, but this was really the first time that they were all pulled together, and so that was really fabulous.
Each other. All of us.
What's that?
I said that was actually
Say that
the
again.
first time that we had the opportunity to meet with each other in person. Do you hear me?
Yeah, so it was a great opportunity. It's weird. You sound like a robot, but that might just be my speaker. So anyone else, let me know if you can hear her okay. There's, she is over in Italy. It's pretty cool technology.
Far away from you. No, I can actually hear you very well.
So the conference in Zurich will be next. You can hear me well? Okay. The conference in May of 2020 will be in Zurich. Okay.
Zurich, Switzerland, yeah.
So
we will be sharing more information in detail. And also the tickets are going to go for sale in a couple of months.
Yes. And also, so one of the things living over there and teaching and so forth is the language. So even though English is our official language for our association, Sonia, tell everybody, how many languages do you speak?
I speak 5 languages. And with having members coming from 14 different countries, we have established, of course, English as a preferred way of communication between us. What is really, and what makes us also special as an association and as a family, is that we come not only from different countries, but also from different cultural backgrounds. And so it is really nice and unique to get to know everybody and see the little differences that the culture, can bring you. And also from the, mentality point of view, we're also different and also unique, but still living in the same continent.
So talk about staging there. I mean, you staged in Chicago and then you went over to Rome and were staging there. So talk about the similarities and differences.
Well, we're in 2019. It's a blooming industry in the US. I can't, unfortunately, say the same for Italy or for the most countries within Europe. It's going to take time. We need to educate and to inform the sellers more and more. And this is what we've been doing with the IHOSP Europe Association, with the leaders of our affiliate associations. And of course, schools are doing a very important part of having to divulge, who we are and to make sure that our services are valued. The whole point is that they don't see us as a necessary marketing tool in order to market the house and to sell it faster and for more amount. So with the partnership with CEPI, we will do our best because Jenny, and this is for everybody, CEPI equals to NAR, the American NAR, okay? Basically, CEPI has an affiliation with 21 national associations across Europe. And altogether, they round up to 350 members, okay? A lot of grounds to cover, and education is the key. It has always been. And you guys had a bunch of years in order to make sure that staging was very well known and perceived. Barb has done, I think, the amazing job between the 1985 and 1999 by educating. So she basically created a whole market. Then the army of home stagers came up. In Europe, it was completely different because staging as a concept came across the pond. The school started with trainings and with educating, people, inviting them to become stagers, but then nobody knew what home staging was. So we're still in a process of creating the market for ourselves. So similarities were,
Right.
We have a lot of logistic problems.
Sonia, hang on a second.
What happened?
Okay, so yeah, I think it was the sound trying to catch up. So you said CEPI, I'm just going to back just a little bit. It's 350,000 members, right? Between the 23 associations?
Yeah, between the associations. So similarity. I didn't hear you, sorry.
I said it's a huge opportunity.
It really is. It really is. And the important agreement that we have signed up with CEPI is that we're their official exclusive knowledge partner. So we're hoping to bring as well as soon as possible the ASP real estate course and teach and educate, the real estate agents, the property managers on what home staging is and how to make the best out of it, by employing, of course, professional home stagers to have, their projects done, not teaching them how to stage on their own.
So, yeah. So, can you guys know who are listening in? I hear on my end, I can hear her, but it's kind of the connection is kind of like she's underwater. Is that what you hear, Amber? And are you hearing? Is it all okay? A little bit. Okay. So, the difference is, so Sonia staged in Chicago, and where it's well known, moves over to Italy, and what she was sharing is that there's a lot of stagers, but the concept isn't as founded in or solid in Europe because the sellers don't really understand why they would need to do it. A seller does not have to list their house with an agent. they can, a lot of it is, it's kind of like the Wild West there, sort of. They can
Yeah.
just choose, it's almost like for sale by owner, and then it's the buyer's agents that really are the ones that are making the money. So the conversation is being shifted. They're working to empower agents who want to specifically list these properties. And so staging is one of those added value services that can help
And
that.
to secure the exclusive listing.
Yes.
Because
Right.
the seller can be represented at the same time, by 4 or 5 or 3, it really doesn't matter how many different real estate agents.
Right. So it's whoever gets the house sold is the one that gets the commission. And then talk about, logistics wise, traveling. So before I went over to Rome, I did some research, but it's, we lived in California. So Italy itself is smaller than California, but the population is double. And so I thought, wow, it's going to just be jam packed. Well, there's open countrysides. It's beautiful, but the cities, they're dense, and then they're up. They have all they've got the apartments. And so you can't bring a couch into an apartment, old, however many years old place. They don't have elevators.
Some of them they do, but they're very
with ropes and pulleys getting a couch up the outside.
Yeah.
So talk about logistics.
Logistics. When I moved from Chicago, everything that I possessed, and it was in my container, furniture wise. Now I live in a condo. It had to come through the balcony. So every single piece of furniture had to come through the balcony. Logistics wise, when we stage, it can be anything from having a very tight elevator, and that most of bulky pieces would have to go from the stairs, using the stairs. Logistic problems in terms of parking. Then in Rome, as in many different big cities, we have historical areas that is not always accessible 24/7. You can get a ticket if you access the historical part. So in this particular situation, we have to drive the van before 6:45 a.m., which is totally crazy. And besides that, to own a warehouse is really complicated because it's so expensive. We don't have yet rental furniture companies. For example, in Italy, now there is one, and the owners are actually part of iHasp Europe. They're members. They're located in the Netherlands. So they are the only one renting out the real furniture in Europe. Another big difference is that we use, cardboard kitchens or cardboard furniture when applicable and when necessary, because differently from what is, used in the US and the way the homes are sold, we don't have the kitchens at the moment that the properties are being placed at the market. So that's one of the reasons why we have to use the cardboard. So,
and what she means by that is when they move out, this has been going on for years, they take their kitchen with them. They take the cabinets, they take the appliances, they just basically the kitchen. And I think like, well, how do you know it's going to fit where you're going? How do you know? So, but that's just what they do is they take the whole kitchen. So then now you have a shell of this room. And so this whole industry's popped up with these cardboard renderings of cabinetry and appliances and refrigerators. And you put those in so that visually the buyer can see what it's going to look like.
Absolutely. And one of our latest vendor who joined iHasp Europe as preferred partner is Reda, Realistic Cardboard Kitchen Solutions. Oh my God, you should see their products, like with 6 different textures. You can choose from a modern design of a kitchen to the classic, to the traditional one. It's really, you have to adapt to the market where you are. And so people, to be candid with you, are starting leaving not the appliances, but in some cases, the kitchens behind, just because of what you shared with the audience is, how do you know if what you're having at this particular moment is going to fit into a new property?
And do you even want it anymore?
Yeah, do I really want an old, 10-year-old kitchen? When I move, I'm going to leave my one and sell it.
Exactly, just say you can have it.
Yeah, so as I said, in the big cities, besides the parking, difficulties and the elevator, staging really comes down to the fundamentals that these professionals have been taught throughout the schools. although we do have, I see them almost all the time on Facebook. Certain stagings are staged still, so we're going to work on this and making sure that we're not selling the stuff, we're not selling the things, but we're actually showcasing the space itself that is placed on the market. So there's a lot to cover.
Now you just talk about the workshop you just spoke at on the 23rd, and just touch in general on that topic that seems to be sort of very new, even though it's an old service here.
It's considered yet still to be a new service, which is consultations in Europe. Not a lot of professionals are offering this service. Since we started speaking and sharing our knowledge with members of iHasp Europe and with the general public who would sign up for this kind of events. We just came last week from London, where we attended the HSA workshop. It was a one-day workshop, great speakers, and we shared about the added income stream that could be possibly consultation, and people were amazed by the opportunity, that the simple consultation can bring you. So that's a door opener,
right.
Can lead you to more staging and more hands-on staging.
And so we'll be teaching a class there. It's a one-day class. We'll start rolling that out shortly all over Europe, because it's not being taught by any of the other groups. And this is something that's our bailiwick as far as that's how I started staging, because it is much easier of a service to promote. It's not as expensive as a vacant staging or a hands-on. And so a lot of the agents here use that as a way to get the listing. And every homeowner needs to be told, clean up your stuff and have a plan of action. And, it's going to be a great service. We're going to start rolling that out. So those of you that are watching and listening, we're going to be rolling that out. And we'll also hopefully be doing some kind of a workshop related thing at the conference next year in May in Zurich. So we'll have the conference, and then the next day will be additional education. And this is on the table as far as being able to offer that as well. So
I think that we will roll out one-day consultation and communication starting in September, hopefully through Home Philosophy, our recognized and approved school in Italy. And getting back to the consultations, the most important part that people are starting to realize is that we're so different and unique, and so are our businesses. And because of those logistic problems that somebody may be facing, like, for example, not being able at the beginning of the career to set up a warehouse or to own your own inventory, offering those kind of services would allow you, first of all, to have enough income to start building your own inventory. And not all homeowners or real estate agents do have that budget or the time frame to allow you to actually do the staging.
That's great. So somebody's at my front door.
Amazon.
Bug people, and nobody's here. So I'm going to keep talking about not the thing we're coming to in September. Oh, France. Talk about how we're going to be launching the program in France and the Renaissance. I'm sorry, you guys. I got to be right back.
You're going to go. I'm going to host your show for 3 seconds. Exciting news besides the first ASP 2-day course in London, June 10 and 11. And as I said, cross fingers that we make it to offering the one-day communication and consultation through Home Philosophy School in Italy. We are hoping to launch soon the first ASP course in France, Paris, that will be solely taught by Verena Mumford, the Vice President of iHasp Europe, and the other certified certified trainer for stage homes. Et voila. Who was at your front door?
So it'll be good. So Verena. Oh, it was the bug people.
Yeah, because I'm expecting everybody like us there. Yeah,
they're like, they're supposed to call me, but anyhow, they're coming.
Yeah, I've shared that the ASP course in France will be taught in French language to accommodate the demand that so far has came in.
Yes.
Because of the language barrier.
Right. And yes, and so Verena speaks French. So you just kind of glossed over that when I said how many languages you use. I speak 5. So she's English,
I don't
Serbian,
brag.
Italian,
Italian,
German,
English, Serbian, Arabic, and
Arabic,
yeah, and German.
and German. And then Sonia is French, Swiss, obviously,
Verena,
German, yeah, English.
yeah.
And then what other languages does she speak? Italian and
She covers, oh yeah, she fluently speaks Italian as well, and she also speaks fluently French and Spanish. Oh my God. Way more
right.
than
We have Europe covered just about with the 2 of you. I'm really excited about that.
yeah, the team has done a great job,
Yes.
guiding iHasp Europe towards a brilliant future, and there's much more to come. We have launched the platform. It's an awesome platform where we're offering as well the mentoring program for our members.
Yes.
And really exciting. Everything that has been done so far, it's been a journey, let me tell you. So you will be having a lot of EU members crossing the pond and coming to Nashville.
Talk about the mentoring program. Those people that are watching, if you want to be a mentor to somebody over in the old continent, talk about what that would entail.
So for the mentoring program, right now we're the first association who's offering these kind of services. We're looking forward having more, mentors jumping on board and helping our members. I'm very excited for Birgit Anich being one of those. She's actually offering, the mentorship program in more than one language.
Nice.
So she'll be able to cover German, English, and Italian speaking, helping those in need. So basically, you are allowed to invest as much time as you want to mentor those people and choose the manner or the way how would you approach. So it would be either through Zoom calls or for somebody who prefers having or being helped over the phone. It's kind of complicated because of the time zone, and there were no restriction from the beginning because we're allowing mentors while already volunteering their precious time and their expertise in helping those in need. So yeah.
How would somebody sign up for that? Because you go on, you can create a profile. So I went on, created a profile as a mentor, and then looking for a mentee. Not a manatee, but a mentee.
You were able to sign up, my dear, because you're a chairwoman of iHasp International. The new professionals who are willing to offer their mentoring program to our members will have to write us an email. Okay. And then we will send them the link to join. Yeah.
So how would they do that?
They can send us an email either to sanya@ihasp.com or VP, that stands for Vice President, at iHaspEurope.com.
Okay, so there's Sonia's email right there. Oh, iHasp Europe. Sorry. That's what she also gets that email. The iHasp.com, Sonia@iHaspEurope.com.
No.
Is that where you want it to go?
International. Sonia@iHasp.
Oh, Sonia@iHasp.com.
Yeah.
All right, hang on a second. And this is Verena. So VP at
iHasp
Europe. Oops, I can't spell today.
And thank you in advance for signing up and for becoming our future mentors.
Okay, here's okay, that's Verena.
We will give you the opportunity to create your profile, put your professional and your personal bio, and then you will be reached out by our members who will ask you for certain fields, or you can actually already decide in what fields do you want to offer your expertise.
Great. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Nashville. We're gonna have a great time.
I'm looking forward to seeing you.
I hope, with our trip in September. So say goodbye to Sonia. Sonia does so much. And first before we say goodbye, I just want to say thank you so much for your time and dedication and her heart for helping other people and just her vision and drive to make this association a reality. I know you got your pin. Yay.
I have my pin because we've said this so many times. iHusp is a family. So this is how I feel, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've been given. And I am doing my best on a daily basis, and so does the EU team and our regional managers who are helping our members and the industry to succeed. So thank you again.
Yeah,
Bye,
and it's just amazing. So those of you who want to go over to your, thanks, Sonia. Love having you on.
thank you.
Love you. Those of you that would like to go over to Europe, now you have a reason. You can go and get education. You can mentor a colleague over there, and when it's wrapped in your business, it's you plan the trip, and it can be part of a business expense, which is pretty cool. So, all right, I'm going to bring Amber Griffiths on now. So, Amber, you're being added to the broadcast. There she is. Hey, Amber.
Good morning. How are you? Can you hear me?
Good. So I guess the sound is on my end. So you guys hear it okay? I just want to make sure because now you're garbled too. So that just tells me it's my speaker or something, which I think
You're the common
my second
thread,
set of
Jenny.
speakers. Yeah, at least listen now it sounds fine. It's weird. Anyway,
Okay.
I made sure nobody's down on the man cave downstairs. Sometimes the kids are playing their video games, and that affects my Wi-Fi. So.
Close everything up.
All right, so tell everybody who you are.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amber Griffiths, and I am from Utah, and my company is Your Brand by Design.
And so what do you do?
I am actually a branding expert and a rock star. And so I help people create their rock star brands, one that is completely about you, about your business, about your ideal clients. And the really cool part about that is that you get to make more money, just straight up. And you also get to revel in that genuine thrill of getting paid to do what you love to do. Instead of the stuff that's meh, you get to just hang out in your genius zone and get paid to do it. So
you're genius.
It's the magic of branding.
So talk about branding, because I don't know if a lot of people understand what that means. I mean, they hear the word marketing and, you're supposed to market for your business, but what am I really supposed to do? And what is branding? And
what does it all fit in? It really is one of those words that it took me a long time to be able to figure out how to clearly explain it to people. And the bottom line is that your branding is everything you do and everything you say that will create and nurture the relationship with your ideal client. It goes so far beyond your logo and your business card, your website, your PowerPoints, your social media platforms. It's how you show up at a networking event. It's how you introduce yourself to people. It is everything that you say and do to create that experience that makes you a profit, that enhances your experience for your ideal client. It's the most shareable part of your business. If you've ever talked to somebody and afterwards you're like, I'm not even sure what she does, but you have to meet her. That's part of your brand. That energy, that excitement, that story, that's your brand. In my experience, branding has to come before your marketing, because branding is your story. It's your voice. It's who you're speaking to. So it makes marketing so much easier and so much more powerful and profitable, because it takes out the if, it takes out all the question marks, because it's going to land well, because you know exactly who you're speaking to and what they need to hear. So that's the brand. And then everything in your marketing fits under that branding umbrella, but it makes it so much easier. It's so much more fun.
And what you're sharing is sort of it's kind of like an aha moment for a lot of people, because I think most people think that you have your logos, you develop your brand, like your logos and so forth, and then you create your business persona to fit what you develop graphically. That's I think a lot of the mindset.
No, it's going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
When I coach with clients, we start with your voice, your experience, who you are, everything about you, your ideal client, and then we craft a message that reflects you and attracts them. By about chapter 4 or 5, we're talking about your logo and the graphic elements and the colors. Part of why I love the branding concept is that even if you are a part of a larger corporation, you still get to brand yourself. You can create a personal brand. So it's why I'm like, goes so far beyond your logo. This is your story and your persona, like you said, and it can fit inside any corporation because people buy you, right? I mean, The
Right.
reason they buy you, they know, like, and trust you. That's how you create that, is through your powerful brand.
So what about somebody that, so like when I got started, so 17 years ago, I didn't know if staging was going to take off. So you sort of just fall into it. You start doing, I just started going along. And so
Right.
I don't think I really had a brand or, a type of voice. It was just like, let's see where this takes me.
Yeah.
And then, as years go on, you sort of figure out, this is what I really like to do in the industry. This is what I don't like to do. So for somebody who's newer, how do they find their voice
If for somebody
or
who's
who
new,
they are?
oh my goodness, I would start. I don't want to give it all away, Jenny. Part of it, you get to decide what's important to
I
you.
know.
You start with your vision for your business, right? Where do you want to go? Why are you bothering? Why would you choose home staging? Why would you choose your business? You can make money doing anything. Why did you choose this? And what are you creating? How do you know?
Right.
Like, what do you want the world to look like when you get done? Right? Because that's going to drive everything about you. Your vision is what keeps you
I'm going to do
focused.
something. Come in. Sorry. They're at my door again.
Come on in, bug people fix the world.
Okay. Hi guys. So you need to come in to do spray?
Yeah, just do the base and then just like the main baseboard for.
Okay, go ahead. And I don't know what the situation in the basement is, so I'm not responsible for what's in the man cave. My son might be down there, one of them working.
No, by definition, that's not your responsibility.
Oh, walk forward and it's the door on the right. Sorry.
You're okay. We have
So
houses.
Amber's going to
We
talk
have
at a session at conference. So we don't want to give it all away, but I think this, it's extremely valuable, and I really haven't heard somebody present it that way, where it's the who you are and then what you do, which I taught about that. So it's like identifying like who you are. And so let's say your identity, we have a lot of people who come into the business from other fields, like teaching, nursing, whatever. That's been their identity. So then they decide, I want to be a teacher. And they're like this whole thing of like, well, who am I within the staging industry? And I think one of the cautions I always share is, there's a lot of really great stagers out there, and people will go, oh, I want to be just like her or just like him, but they're already taken. So how do you, they, kind of, I like this, what they do. I like this aspect, and you try to put it together, or is it really more organic?
You get to do both. You have totally hit on one of my absolute pet peeves, soapbox lecture type things. You were born an original, do not live like a copy. There is nothing sustainable about trying to be someone else. I am all for, part of that is that there are no new ideas. There's only the customization and implementation of the fundamentals. So to come into a brand new industry and say, okay, I've been doing something else for 20 years. What do I do now? How do I do this? Absolutely look around you and see how other people are doing it. Don't do it that way. Say, how do I do it my way? How do I do that my way? How do I do that so that it fits my vision, my core values? And how do I do that so that it serves my ideal clients? If you just copy, it will never work for you the same, because that's how they're doing it, right? That's how it works for them and their voice and their people. If you say, again, there's no new ideas. So if somebody has a really fabulous website, well, by all means, have a fabulous website, but do it your way. Brand it for you. Tell your story, your narrative, and call in your ideal clients. Don't worry about what's going on out there. I am a firm disbeliever in competition, because I just don't see any. Nobody does exactly what you do the way you do it. So get ideas, and it doesn't have to be even in your industry. That's how little it should affect you. Look around to see how other people are doing things, and see things that really resonate with you. And they're like, wow, I could totally do that. That's exactly how I do that. And then manipulate it and implement it your own way. Add your flair, add your excitement, add your voice.
Because I think if somebody does just copy somebody else, then it's never going to feel like it's yours. There'll always be a party that feels like you're an imposter, like you're faking it, because it's not innate.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a hard way about a business.
Oh, there's no lasting fulfillment in that. It's absolutely, I ask people, I'm like, how long can you keep that up? How long are you going to be somebody else? Especially in entrepreneurship. Chances are you got into this business to do your own thing, to be your own boss, to be your own CEO. So why would you take on somebody else's persona? That just makes me tired. There's no way, you can't keep that up. There's no reason to, because your ideal clients are going to be attracted to you. And if Yeah. Sorry.
I was going to say, it's also, I would think if somebody's is doing that you're thinking I have to be like somebody else. That's how you pattern your business. At some point, you're not, I mean, it's just not enjoyable. And the whole thing,
Yeah.
I always go back to like, do what you love what you do. And so if you are really enjoying the process, I kind of like, why are you doing this? Why, you know, the money's great. Yeah, we're creative. That could be a feed your passion. And I like it because I like helping people. So that's a big part for me. But being able to figure out the why, and if it's just because, I like the pictures or I want the accolades or whatever it is, I really, that what you're talking about with the branding and identifying who you are. So you do coaching, right? And then you also do the marketing. So talk about what you do for the coaching.
For the coaching, it's a series of conversations, and we start from the very beginning. We make sure that you have a very clear vision for your business. Without that, you don't know what success looks like for you, because it's part of why you've heard that phrase, the next level, or, you know, take it to the next level. Well, what the heck does that mean? Your next level, it could be very different from my next level. Right. So let's figure out what your success looks like, so that when not only will it keep you focused and it will keep you driven, but then you'll know it when you get there. I mean, I've watched people breeze right past it. I'm like, you had an amazing 5 years. What did you mean you're not successful? But they weren't clear about what they wanted to create. So that's really where we start. And then we dive into your voice and owning all of it, 100% of it, not the little teeny part that you think is acceptable or the part that feels safe and easy. We explore everything about you and what you bring to the table, because that's what's going to separate you from anyone else in the industry. And then we just move on from there. We actually create your Rockstar brand.
Right. And I love this. It's your success, not success. And then a definition of what does it mean to be successful in staging? Is it the person with the biggest warehouse or the most houses that are out, or the biggest truck, or the best inventory? Is that what success is? Or I mean, so now
is it money? Is it this amount of money, but this much time off? You know, I mean, there are people who are like, I want to make sure I take X amount of vacations during the year. Awesome. Yeah. That's your level of success. Let's figure out how to create that.
Right. And feel good about that, because the whole thing you're talking about not comparing, and as an industry, we have to be careful, because there is a lot of the focus on the people that have been in longer. They may have, you know, a lot going on in their businesses. As somebody who might be newer, when you're happy where you are, let's say, at a financial goal or a life goal, you know, I want to be able to do these different things, and you achieve that, you're successul. And you don't have to be like, oh, I have to keep. I remember Kevin Tain was saying sometimes he feels like it's like a thermometer, like the reader has to keep going, like you have to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And what if you don't want to do that? What if you're happy? Yeah. Your business is where you want it to be. You're happy. You don't have to keep going. I need to add more. I need to do more. I need to, because other people are doing that.
Right. If you are truly driven and that's what you want to create, awesome. Keep moving forward. One of the things I love to coach people through is the respect your season. Because there are people who have just started. You are going to have a completely different day than somebody who's been in it 20 years. Not better, worse, not, good, bad, ugly, just different. You may have kids at home, so you don't get to travel as much, and you don't get to have the financial means to create this huge warehouse. That's okay. Just own that and live in it and love it, and realize that if that's what you want to create, then let's create a path to create that for you. It's okay that you don't have it right now. What you have is plenty. You are enough. You are plenty. Let's figure out where your goals are and create a brand that's going to drive you there.
And I want to, and it popped in my head, like, stop apologizing because you're not like somebody else. Oh, and people stop apologizing. Don't go like you have to make excuses like, oh, I don't have this because I like to get rid of that out of the industry, because that's, again, people are comparing versus just being like, this is what I want out of my business, and I'm happy where I am, and that's all that matters.
Right. There are no apologies. There are no apologies in being a rock star. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Rock stars don't apologize. Let it go. Rock stars don't apologize for nothing.
That's right. It's like, so what? I'm still a rock star. Was that Pink? That should be the theme song.
That's Pink. She's one of my favorites.
I got my rock moves. I love that song.
Yep. I'm a rock star and you're a tool. It really doesn't matter. You get to decide. And that's part of why I love the brand too, is like I said, there's not a single box that everybody has to fit in, and we're going to squish your corners and wrinkle you all up so that you fit inside this box. This is your business. Do it your way. You get to make the decisions. You get to create your success. You get to make your parameters and your boundaries. It's all up to you, which is fabulous.
Yeah. It's scary for a lot of people too, though. but when you
Yeah.
can kind of, yeah, it's because it's in especially if you've never done it before, it can be a little intimidating. But
Yeah.
there are people that come alongside you, like Amber, who can help guide you, and so you don't have to walk it alone. But I think it's
Right.
fabulous how you framework the marketing, the branding, everything. So
It really, there are easy ways to do it. And part of what we get to do at the conference is we start with the foundation. And that way you build it on very authentic, solid, 100% you foundation. And then as your business grows, it can evolve with you. All of your marketing and the rest of your brand evolves with you. And we also put in place little checks. It's not, branding is a verb. Brand is a verb. So this is
Right.
not something you create one day and put it up on the shelf and hope like crazy it still fits in 6 months. This is something you get to revisit and make sure it's still in alignment with what you said you wanted. Make sure that that you're still moving towards your goals. It's a way fun process. And once you have that foundation in place, it's like this fabulous security blanket. You're like, I got this. I'm good. We're going to be good.
That's awesome. So, well, everybody, so Amber will be speaking at our conference. So this is yet another reason to come and attend. You get to meet Sonia and hear all about what's going on in Europe and all the colleagues that'll be coming over. We get to meet Amber. She'll be speaking as well. And so just really jazzed to meet you in person. And I love your topic, the Rockstar brand, because it goes right along with our music theme for Nashville.
I love it.
That's your normal, that she didn't make that up for the conference. It just happens the conference
That's how it is.
man. Right?
Yep, that's my world. I help you create your Rockstar brand, and that's in Nashville or that's wherever.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll
Absolutely, my pleasure.
talk again before the conference. We'll have her back on. Thanks, Amber.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Yep. All right, and that is our show for today. So thank you so much, everybody, for being on. Please join us again next week, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll have another great show and great guests for you to learn from. Until then, have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.